Who's here a Star Wars fan? That's good. Who's never heard of Star Wars before? Doesn't really give a crap of Star Wars. Well, Star Wars it's situated around the Skywalker family, Luke Skywalker, and something called the Force, right? And the Force is something that surrounds all of us. It's like in Eastern philosophy, it's called Chi. In chiropractic philosophy, it would be called universal intelligence or innate intelligence. But people that can use the Force are called Jedi. And that's Luke Skywalker, it was Darth Vader, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi, Quinn and Voss, and there's thousands of Jedi. And if you've watched Phantom Menace, that was the first time we were introduced to the Jedi Council. And the Jedi Council is a group of the most powerful, most well-respected Jedi that kind of control the rest of the Jedi as the peacekeepers of the entire galaxy, or the Star Wars galaxy. And that was people like Ki-Adi-Mundi, and of course Yoda, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and these were the most powerful Jedi. And I don't know, maybe 5, 8, 10 years ago, I was watching a video, I can't remember, maybe Biooptimizers, I don't know exactly where I heard it from, but this guy was talking about creating your own Jedi Council. And I thought it was a great idea. In fact, I thought it was one of the best ideas I ever heard of. And what a Jedi Council is people that you can look to when you need some sort of guidance or some sort of help on any topic possible, anything. They could be alive, they could be dead, they could be virtual, you could know them really well, you could not know them at all. And I have, Nicole, and I have all those people on my Jedi Council. Now, to take it one step further, you can have multiple Jedi Councils. You can have your Jedi Council for wealth and finances. I personally have my Jedi Yoga Council, right? Because you guys know I love yoga. And I have 4 to 8 people on my council for yoga. I have my wealth and finance Jedi Council. I have my fitness Jedi Council. I have all these people in my head that I can call on when need be. And I do have a handout that I wrote some of this down, but some of the people on and then I have my overarching Jedi Council. And some of those people on the Jedi Council for me are people like John DeMartini, who's probably the least well-known person on the planet. So look him up. People like Rob Wolf, who wrote The Paleo Solution. People like Chris Kresser. These are all health and wellness people. Then, of course, my father and my mother, who's deceased, are on my Jedi Council. Hey, Tamara, how are you doing?
I'm not fussy.
No, you can sit here. Then another concept that we can talk about another day is an accountability group. I have every Tuesday morning for 10 years, from 9 to 10, I speak to a group of 4 chiropractors and we have an hour chat. And we go through our personal wins and our personal challenges, business wins and personal business challenges. And they're all on my Jedi Council. And there's other chiropractors and other health and fitness, Chris Kresser, and some I know really well, some I've interviewed, some I kind of know passingly, some I don't know at all, but it's people that I still look to for guidance. Now here today, well, let me take a step back and say, I hope that I could be on your Jedi Council. So the idea today for you guys is to start thinking about creating your own Jedi Council. That's what I really want you to get out of it. And I thought I would bring 2, like I said, 2 of my Jedi Council members here today. The first one is Fernando. Fernando I met, I don't know, 8, 9 years ago, and I don't even know anymore, right? I decided out of the blue that I needed to use my body in a more efficient way, and I decided to walk in the yoga studio. And it was in North Arlington, Jingo it was called, and I'm an early morning bird, and I took a 6 a.m. class, which no one ever takes, and it was me and Fernando. I got privates with Fernando, I don't know, for many, many, many months, which is great. And Fernando can tell you that when he first met me, this was about as far as I could go, right? Like awful, atrocious. And now I get, And if you didn't know that I could do that, I've probably lengthened my hamstrings probably 6 or more inches. And I've come to realize that I think the length of your hamstrings are one of the single most important things you can do for your health and wellness, bar none. And then our friendship has developed. He's a handstand and headstand master. One of the strongest individuals I have ever met in my life. Definitely talk to him when we're done, but his email, all that kind of stuff is on the sheet. But I've taken handstand classes, personal coaching with him, went to his 40th birthday party last weekend for just a little bit of time because my life is absolutely bonkers. But he's on every single council that I have, every Jedi Council I have. The other person that I brought here, or asked to come today, and he came all the way from Manhattan, far, far away, is John Wynwood. Now, one of the things that I subscribe to on a quarterly basis, and they have closed ones like this and health ones, is a Dave Asprey quarterly box, and it's like $100 a month or $100 a quarter, something like that. And you get all these like supplements and other kind of health gadgets and kind of fun stuff, and you get a little more value than $100. And in one of those boxes was a postural analysis screening with an Egoscue practitioner. Now, I heard of Egoscue 10 years ago from what you know? Oh my God, I'm blanking. Jersey City, they run 90,000 marathons.
Oh, Fred
and Ellen, like 10 years ago. Yeah. And it kind of was in my mind, never really paid attention to it. But I took John up on the offer for the postural screening. It was kind of cool. You're at home, or I don't even know where I was the first time. And you sit in front of your screen and it takes a couple pictures, like nudie pants, not nudie pants, but no shirt on, boop, 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 boop. And he draws a bunch of lines on it. And he says, well, this is what we're gonna do. This is what I see, bop, 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 and this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna do these set of exercises called the menu every day. And we're gonna check in weekly, and then eventually it was monthly, and now it's almost every 6 to 8 weeks. And again, just like meeting Fernando 9 years ago, it's made an enormous difference in my life. I'm a runner, I'm a yoga practitioner, I'm an exercise, whatever. I love to exercise, but I was having left knee pain, really nagging, right groin pain, all sorts of different issues. Culminating with the worst part is my right shoulder. For those of you who get adjusted by me, I'm doing a flexion distraction all day, 30, 40, 50 times a day. That's why I'm getting a new table that I don't have to do that anymore, so I can say this, but we're working on this right shoulder, and that's where John comes in. Hey Tang, what's up, buddy? Hi, dog. Made an enormous impact on my life, absolutely a Jedi Council member. My uncle who's sitting over there with the glasses on, he has done some work with John as well. At the one and only time since I've been back in New York City since the pandemic was to go have to go check out the Egoscue studio in New York, where he does a lot of his work when it's not virtual. I'll let John talk about what exactly Egoscue is. It's the last name of Peter Egoscue, but it's basically posture analysis therapy. But it's made an enormous, enormous difference in my life. John, you ready to go? Anybody have any questions for me? Does anybody want to get anything to eat or take a pee before John goes? No?
I want to get a water.
I'll get it for you. We'll go.
Well.